Hey everybody, and welcome to Honorbound, Redemption of the New Guard. How are you guys doing?
Doing well,
Good, good.
doing well.
You didn't do the
Excellent noise,
countdown.
Justin. Excellent noise. It's been a while since we've played because of Intel and whatnot getting in our ways, but that's fine. We are back. But we should do a recap of who the hell we are, I
Yeah,
believe.
yeah, that would be great.
I was going
Yeah.
to say recap. We hardly did anything, but
But
Oh
we made
yeah, yeah. This is
characters, which was
we
the
did
key thing.
indeed.
we
And I don't.
played a bit. This is like week 1.5, as I said, where we were on the mute. Like we did 2 hours now, continuing on. Well, so let's start as we did last time. I think same orders. Neil was first to introduce this character, so let's have him introduce his character again.
I am Theron Windwhisper. I am a wood elf ranger with light green eyes, a shaved head, a gaunt, deep-set eyes with dark bags underneath them. Kind of a younger elf, 91 years in age, right-handed, neutral even alignment for now. I've kind of been a race trader in the past. I sold out my people to orcs and goblins and helped hunt down humans and elves because I was bitter at the world for previous wrongdoings and whatnot. And then after I helped hunt down and kill my parents, I decided, fuck that shit. I'm gonna try and change my life around. And that's who I am.
Yeah, and that is Neil, and your character name is.
Theron Wind
You're not a
Whisper.
bit. Terran Whisper. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, that's the first thing I said.
Good. Again. So let's go with Ryan.
Right, I will be playing as Erasmus Gale, once a well-respected physician in the large city of Vallis. I made a deal with the devil, and things have sort of gone south from there. So, patient dying before me in the operating table, I had a vision of this infernal creature that promised me the power to save this life in exchange for my own soul. And I agreed and did save that life, but some strange powers began to manifest themselves. I wound up accidentally murdering a colleague of mine and being forced to flee.
Yeah,
Hey,
and
I didn't know I could shoot force balls from my hands. They don't tell you that in the Selling Your Soul handbook. So I fled with an unpublished manuscript of that dead colleague, and
good,
now I am
interesting.
on the run.
But the question that New Answer didn't: why are you seeking redemption?
Why am I seeking redemption?
Yes.
I'm I'm wanted for murder. Made a pact with the devil.
So okay, you're
There's a
trying
lot.
to
There's a
get
lot
out
to
of this
it.
pact.
There's a lot to atone for.
Good, good.
I don't
That
know about that. I
sounds
mean,
good.
there's still a lot to be discovered about my pact. And
And what to be discovered about your character itself, I think. Anyway, let's go to the next character here, Justin. Who are we playing?
I am a mountain dwarf named Martur Karad. I was always really fascinated with magic as a kid, and I wanted to grow up to be a wizard, but my dirty, evil family was all a bunch of priests, and they're like, no wizardry for you. So I ran away and ended up meeting up with a guy who was willing to teach me wizardry, and he was a fence. So I ended up working for him, like selling stolen goods, and I didn't think that was all that bad. But then I found out that he was also a necromancer and a slave trader. So, and when my people came to track me down, it ended up happening that they also found his slave trading operation, which was selling dwarves, one of whom was related to me. And he somehow managed to imply that it was all my idea, got away, and now I'm being hunted by my own people for dwarf slave trading.
That's his character. That is our new guard over here. That is our party. So guys, we want to recap a bit of what happened last week because we did end up
yeah,
playing about two
let's
hours.
make it quick.
Yeah.
Not much really
Anybody?
happened.
Some old man offered us shelter when we were being hunted by a tracking party, and he was super sketchy, and we didn't really trust him. Next morning, there was some more sketchiness happening. He and I got into an argument, and I don't. He said he had something that he wanted us to do, but I don't remember what it was.
Okay, I actually have notes written
Oh,
that
score.
I may or may not even like share this. This is all from my character's point of view. I'm not going to read it all. So we were fleeing basically a lynch mob, wound up in the village called Golden Sword. The town elder that Neil mentioned, his name was Haggart, and he gave us sanctuary, but he seems to expect something in return. So the following day, he asked us to head to the nearby village of Wiswath.
Yes.
So he gave us rations. We went there and we met with our contact at the Stone and Fist Inn in Wiswath. Blah, 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 blah. We travel to Wiswath.
And you
Reach
guys
Wiswath
entered the fight.
at the edge of the forest. Yeah. So we go to the Stone and Fist Inn. While we're there, there's something. Well, there was a baby. I
There was
delivered
a
a baby.
baby.
That happened.
You failed to deliver the baby.
Something like that.
Well, from
You
his
guys
point
heard.
of view, he did. Go on.
You guys, while my character was dealing with the baby, you met. I guess we didn't know his name. A half-elven adventurer approached you with these terrible horror stories of the goblin threat. And right on cue, commotion outside ensues, and we see 4 goblins. And we defeated them in combat, and I think that's where we wrapped up. Is there anything I missed?
No, just one or two details. You actually know his name. He introduced himself as Rem. And at the end of the combat, when all of the goblin was about to escape, and that's exactly where we ended, was he killed him with 2 arrows to the chest.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you guys...
And for the love of God, it's been 2 weeks that my character has been waiting with this arrow sticking out of him. So I mean, battle's over. I burst into the inn that I walked out of seconds before. I'm shot! I'm shot!
You're a surgeon. You're a
Get me
surgeon.
whiskey! Get me whiskey! And I proceed to take over a table and sprawl out all of my stuff. Start going through my my healer's kit.
Okay, I try and run behind the bar and grab whiskey as he's asking for it.
Yeah, the bartender helps you with that, opening a small cupboard behind behind the tavern, like the thingy, the wooden thingy in front. I forget what you call that.
A bar?
Ah, the bar itself. Yes, that is called a bar. Behind the bar, and gives you a half full bottle of some kind of brown
Perfect.
alcohol.
I got it.
Yeah.
I got it right here. So I proceed to remove my set of common clothes, revealing a thick suit of leather underneath, concealed by my clothes. Basically, the old-timey equivalent of having shit, he was wearing a bulletproof vest. And I remove that.
Not a very useful bulletproof vest.
Snap the arrow off, take my pair of pliers or something from my healer's kit, pull out the arrowhead, proceed to sanitize the area with the whiskey.
And you start screaming or not?
Have a little sip for myself. And proceed to stitch myself up. Let me look up how much I heal for.
No, he actually does heal with a healing kit.
Wow.
I'd say
Somehow this takes 6 seconds. 6 seconds.
Well, you are a professional surgeon. You can stitch
He is
pretty
very
fast.
Yeah, he is very fast.
I think what they want, I think they don't actually want you to have grievous wounds. You're like the professional surgeon. My job is just to it's okay, pat on the back. You'll be fine.
I think this is one of those movie scenes where he does some movements over here and his hands are not seen because it's so fast. It's a jumble, and then you are okay.
Here we go. Healer. D6 plus 4.
Who was a session? Who did I give an inspiration to? No, I gave one of you guys. You should have noted it on your. No.
I don't think it was
Uh-huh.
me.
5 HP minimum.
Okay. Well, I remember giving it to somebody, but still, you get 5 HP. Yeah.
Stop the bleeding. Whew. Collect
Okay.
myself. What's the rest of the party up to?
I'm sitting back watching you.
I'm gonna go through those dead bodies and look for clues about, what's up with the hobgoblins. If they have any particular weaknesses or maps.
You try and like go through their bodies, and you can find a couple of Cooper pieces, about 13 total from all of them. Besides that, they have their scimitars and their short bows, if you're interested in any of that. Yeah, and that's about what you find on their bodies. Nothing much. But as you do that, Hero
I'll
with a
take the-
thump to your side.
I'll take the
and-
weapons and pass them out to the townsfolk and be like, see, these are weapons. If you use them to kill the hobgoblins, they won't come bother you.
This man in front comes with like a pail of hay in his a small straw of hay in his mouth. Now, how are we supposed to fight these goblins who never even touched the sword? I mean, they brought first the animals. We just harm farmers.
Well, you have a choice. The first time you touch a sword can be when the hobgoblin stabs you with the pointy end, or you can take the handle and try and stab him first.
He
And I'll
nods.
just-
He nods and takes the sword awkwardly, trying to kind of like, how do I hold this? And he looks at it like this. And to your side appears a cloaked figure, same cloaked figure that helped you during the fight. And he says, you know what the goblins are up to. I can guide you to them if you want to help me.
I need to go check on the rest of my party, but you're welcome to accompany me.
Yeah.
He
And I'll walk.
nods. And you notice that he actually smiles while looking at the dead goblins on the ground.
So Neil, what is
Theron,
Theron? What is Theron up to?
I'm just kicking it in the bar with you, watching you stitch yourself up.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's seen a lot of.
Although it
funky
only
shit.
took
I've never seen that.
6 seconds to regain. It was actually 8 HP. You add your maximum number of hits, so it's D6 plus 4 plus your number of hit die. So D6 plus 4 plus 1. Anyways, irrelevant correction, but I am at full life. And even though the healing only took 6 seconds, I play it out and make it a much more dramatic affair.
Yeah, I'm enjoying the show.
Yeah. And once it's done, I leave my clothes draped open. Although I'm slim and pasty, sort of a scholar's build, surprisingly handsome. So if there's any women around, I'm showing off my abs.
Hey, let's see.
I guess I've just had the
And
other
just
half of the bottle of whiskey.
taking my time cleaning the wound. Yeah, the whiskey's yours.
Besides the bartender, who is actually eyeing your muscles a bit, there's nobody else in the room. You are muted.
The bartender's married. Okay.
There I am back. There's no muscles. I have 9 strength. I'm just incredibly skinny,
He's still eyeing you a bit.
but handsome.
Did you actually do roll for hotness? Did you ever do
No,
that?
I was just basing it off
You guys,
of my 14
you guys want to
charisma.
do that?
I just want to pick my attractiveness.
Very attractive. 18.
No,
That's okay.
not this guy. This guy would be much less.
All right, I'll do a chat roll for hotness.
Oh God, do it.
Do it.
Oh, I'm not signed in. Give me like 5 seconds.
How do you roll for hotness in chat?
Exclamation point R F
F
H.
R F H.
Roll for hotness.
Let's
you can
roll
only
for
do it
the
once
hot.
every 4 hours.
I'm gonna roll for the hotness of the bartender.
Wow,
care how hot
my
this
is.
hotness,
Yeah, good
my hotness is the same as my charisma.
7.
Yep.
Dwarf. Let's. Okay. Come on, Twitch. The wheels are
It's
turning.
not working. Okay, so as you guys as you're looking at the show,
Oh,
It's
oh,
two sevens. All right.
what? Two
we're an
sevens? Oh,
unattractive
that's
party
All right. Let's see
apparently.
if I can
no,
break it.
no. So Farron, as you're looking at the show of
Ooh.
bartender eyeing him and him kind of like pouring stuff on him, trying to stitch him up, you you hear Martha coming in with the cloaked figure to his side.
Martha?
Who's
Martha.
Martha?
Oh,
Martha.
Jessica's character. Yes, Martha.
Hi.
Martha,
Oh.
yes.
Okay.
With. Okay, yeah.
How's it going,
Yep.
dwarf?
Well, there were no clues on the bodies about where they might be hiding, but he says they know where they are and how we can deal with them.
Is
I
that,
look to the
is
guy.
that why we're here? I look back to Martyr and Theron. Or
That's
between the
that's
two
what the old guy asked us to do.
deal with goblins explicitly? I think he just asked us to go here.
It was protect the town. They were having a problem. Hobgoblins are usually a problem.
Yeah.
I suppose he could have been referring to a different problem. He wasn't very
Hobgoblins and
specific.
goblins are different.
This is the problem with vague quest givers.
Well, Hunter,
Who's the guy that you brought with you?
You know him.
Ye-
I know him.
you
Yes,
met him in the
you
bar.
talked to him.
I haven't met him, but I
Met him in the
don't
bar?
find him particularly interesting. So
I
I
have no
ignore
recollection
him.
of this man.
Okay, you know what your character knows. Your character has a very short memory, it seems.
You had a conversation with him 10 seconds ago, Neil, right before the battle.
Yes.
It was like 3 minutes, but yeah.
Yeah.
No recollection.
He's the
He was
half
the one
elf
that.
who's a member of the old party of heroes who like
Oh, the
temporarily
cowardly half elf.
Yeah,
The
that's
little
him.
bitch of a half
The
elf.
little kill stealer.
That's
Yes,
right.
fucking
Swoops in at the
kill
end
stealer.
of swoops in at the end of the battle for
Does no
the kill
work,
shot.
you know. Fires 2 arrows at once, all super cool. Like to the goblin that's got 1 HP and is crawling on the ground and kills it.
That's him.
pretty much. Yep.
Jackass.
That's
Yeah, I remember you. The hell do you want?
He kind of looks at all of you. Well, you're gonna kill the goblins, aren't you?
I look him up and down, finally giving him my attention. Can you describe his like attire or what? I mean, does he look like he's suited up and
He
ready
is
to
dressed.
be?
Yes, he does have a elven longbow in his hand with a almost full quiver on his back. His robes are a black and with tinted green to like dark green to the sides. The kind of end of it on the ground, they're tattered and muddy, like they've been used for a long time. And his face is tired, to say the least. And but you can sense happiness, a bit of a grin to the side of his face.
Well, I don't like staying in this town any longer. Let's take Mr. Coward's lead and get out of here.
He
I whispered to Neil as we're like walking out the bar. I was like, "You really want to take this guy with us?
I think he can show us where to go.
Isn't that what? Isn't that your expertise?"
If there's
Really
tracks
willing
to
to
follow,
share
I
this-
can follow them. I guess those goblins that came did
Very
lose
well.
some,
If
but
you're content to follow in Lem's tracks, I assume he gave me his name in the last.
yes, he gave you his name, like introduced himself to you because he didn't know you.
it's always better to take someone's advice if they know where the place is. Following tracks is good, but you can be led through loops. You can be led through ambushes. It's better to follow someone who actually knows the way.
All right. I guess we follow Lem then, unless Martyr has anything to add.
Okay. A small gathering of a crowd follows you to the edge of the forest as you go in, wishing you good luck and kill all those bastards. The man which you gave the sword, Marfa, says that if you don't come back, he'll come with a sword, and he almost drops it as he says it. He's like, does this, and he, oh shit.
Don't strain yourself. We got this.
He nods his head. You go. Yes. So as you walk through the shadowy forest, it
Yes.
gets more and more dense.
As we leave town, I make a big deal of leaning on my walking stick. Well, I've got like a cane, quarterstaff sort of thing that I and huff and puff my way out of town.
Okay,
I've bled
suddenly
for
after
these
no more.
people.
Yep,
All right.
you start you start just limping on that. Um, there's no road to show you your way forward, and the sun is barely visible above the tree tops. This road would be a very hard one to make without a guide. Rem skillfully reaches the western side of a sudden clearing in the woods. He points in front and says, "This is where they're keeping my friends. We must save them." There's about let me just draw this up for you guys so that you have a good image. There's a small clearing up here that is followed by a small hill going up. Just like
Look at
this.
all those tokens.
Tokens. Oh yes, I forgot about this. I just brought up a couple of portraits if you wanted to use one.
Hmm.
There are no many dwarves, so there's only one dwarf, unfortunately, for you, Martha. But if you guys
Racist.
want, yes, sorry,
Well, there's
sorry
also
about
only
that.
one bald guy.
Yeah, and none of them
Yeah.
look anything like.
Harassed?
I guess there's the ginger, but my character's not a ginger.
Well, you can forgo him being ginger. It's just a portrait just to use here.
Okay, I'll use Mr. Super Mysterious Man.
Super mysterious
Yeah, I
man.
guess I'll have that guy next to him. I mean, maybe that's why I only have 7 charisma.
You're a ginger.
I'm a ginger. I did describe
Okay.
myself as pasty.
Yeah, you have the characters. You can move them. You guys are brought about here, and here you see a camp. Small cooking fire in the middle around here, and around it, about 6,
Okay, so
7 actually,
I am
goblins.
back.
Yes,
Like,
you are
I'm
at like
probably
the edge of the. You can be further back behind, but not
that's
very
fine. No,
much.
I mean
At
I'm
about
10 feet or so.
Yeah.
But I imagine that Neil and or Lem will be the one leading the track first to step into their camp.
great. Rem says he points up the hill and shows you to a roughly built wooden cottage. He says that's where my friends are. I'll I'll go around, try and free them, and we'll come down helping you if we can.
How many goblins are in the camp? I ask him.
6, 7. I don't know exactly. That's about the number that attacked us on the road.
6 or 7?
He nods.
How many of your friends are captured?
Only 2, unfortunately. They killed the others. Poor Peter. They brought him in town. The message stuck to his chest, knife in it.
Some
Well, it
literate
seems
goblins.
to me that we could use your help killing goblins more than your help rescuing people. You rescue your friends, they don't have any weapons, they're still useless to us. It's better for you to engage with us, and then if we survive, rescue your friends afterwards.
He nods his head. If you say so, I'll follow your lead.
I do say so. Fucking city people. I look to the rest of the. I look to the real party and kind of look everyone up and down. Like, okay, you guys ready to do this? We should probably try and set some sort of ambush, or not ambush, but approach and attack with range. Get them by
So
surprise.
all the goblins are in that little cottage.
No. The goblins are around this fire over here.
Oh, so we are looking at goblins.
You are looking at goblins. As I
Oh.
said, this is a dense forest. So you looking through this underbrush, you are almost completely hidden from their sight, and they can easily be seen at around the. Yeah, he actually showed you. There's 6 or 7
Okay, well,
goblins. I told you that they can be
I've
seen.
probably got a head count now, at least from my visibility. That's the first thing I would have done.
Yeah, let me
How many
actually draw
goblins do I see?
a couple of squares over here. Oh wait, that's not squares. So you see about 3 of them just doing about around this fire over here.
I assume we
two
got a
of-
short rest, by the way.
Yes,
Either
1
on the
hour
walk
short rest, I
here
think.
or we delayed more in town. Yeah.
Oh, okay. If
Two
we
of them
had a
in the
short
back.
rest, then I'm going to take a chance to spend one of my healing surges or whatever they're called, hit die.
Hit dice.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because
I
I am
can
at
give
half
you
HP.
free hit points.
You can give me free hit
Well,
points.
it'll cost us gold in my supplies
That's fine. Give
down
it to
the
me.
line, but I can make one of those D6 plus 5 rolls for you.
Oh shit, yeah, man, I'm down by
So I
5.
tend to your wounds, you gain 10. You're good.
Okay, well, I only needed 5.
Justin, you
Awesome.
down any HP?
I took 3.
Uh,
I'm not sure it's worth a hit die.
it's not a hit die.
All right.
It's free. I can only do it once per short or long rest.
Per person
So
or
9 per person. The only downside is so I just burned through 3 charges of my healer's kit.
how much
Three
is
How
a
much
healer's kit to buy?
It's like 10 or 15 gold.
Oh,
and-
that's free. That's free.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
that's
It won't. Yeah. So at low levels, this will be. I mean, this will be fine for our healing, and I can even do it in battle. It won't scale well down the line, so we'll have
Yeah.
to figure out how to deal with it later. But for now, yep, we're nice and healthy with our hit dice.
Okay. Well, I say that we should. What are the black things?
the black thing are just small tents that the goblins have erected themselves. That's just where they seem to be making camp.
And the yellow lines are a hill?
Are just up the hill.
Okay.
Well,
I
should
whisper
we-
to our allies, maybe we should go around and start from up the hill and shoot down. That way they'll take them. It'll be difficult. It'll take them longer to get to us, and we can get a couple volleys off before they close.
At
Just
this
going uphill is
notion,
difficult terrain.
at this notion, Rem says their boss might be there. Whoever's holding my friends is up there.
I thought you said your friends
Yeah.
were down here.
No, he said they were
Oh.
up the hill. He wanted to go save them while we distracted.
Oh, okay. Sorry. For a while, I was thinking the red thing wasn't a fire, but that was where the
So-
people were captured. I thought that was the cottage. Again, got
Why
it.
don't you follow through that plan? Trying to get your names. Theron.
Theron.
Get to a better vantage up to the top of the hill. I've got something in store for these goblins.
Okay.
So wait for my distraction and then let loose.
Okay.
You can go 2 if you want. I say to the half-elven guide.
The half of gun nods and says, I
And
might be able
I-
to get my friends free and they can help.
Okay.
Continue.
Yeah. So I give him a 30 seconds or however long it takes them to climb the hill, and then I am going to creep into the camp.
I will climb the hill from around the side, like a pew sort of approach.
Okay, yeah, just move your token. Yeah.
So I give him a few seconds to get in position. Martyr, where do you?
I'll probably
when,
follow.
yourself?
when we'll continue on.
I'll follow Theron since we're both going to be ranged. I guess you're ranged too, though, so I'm confused.
Are
but that's fine.
you actually going on the hill? Like where you are, it's basically moving into open terrain.
Well, then I guess I'll stay just outside of the open terrain and wait for the signal.
Okay, so you're just waiting at the edge of the forest.
Mhm.
Okay, great.
Okay. So while they're
Ren just
moving up
goes
the
on.
hill, I gather a few dry twigs and stuff, and try to position myself so that the goblins don't have line of sight to me, or at least as few as possible do. And I am going to try to sneak into the camp and take cover behind that tent.
Okay, good.
So
well,
I'll roll a stealth check just because, but it's not very stealthy.
yeah, you
But
need
I'm
to roll
hoping that
stuff.
my positioning can
Yeah, only 2 of them seem to have vision
14.
if you go just between them.
so maybe compare
let's
that to
see.
their passive perception or something, or active perception, however sneaking works.
They're active perception just because
They're not
this is-
actively. Oh, because it's in a few seconds as opposed to.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. So They don't seem to notice you. You get back to
So
the tent.
I crouch behind that tent, unload the brush that I have in my hands, and use prestidigitation to immediately ignite a small fire on the brush, and I spread that to the back of this tent and fan the flames.
Easy,
So
but surely
I've started
the
a
tent
small
goes up.
fire right there.
Yeah, easy, as I said, easily but surely the fire goes up in just about like 30-40 seconds. It starts to be
I'm going to
gone?
continue to, well, yeah, I mean, I think every round I can light more shit on fire. I mean, with this is my cantrip. I can instantaneously light or snuff a candle, torch, or small campfire. So every 6 seconds, a new campfire goes up, basically. Campfire-sized chunk of tent. So until
Okay,
the
so,
goblins
like,
notice,
after-
I'm building a blaze.
Well, after your second round of doing this, you just didn't
And,
notice it.
Yeah, and I step back 10 feet from the tent, because that's about as...
Okay, as they notice it,
I
do you guys want to act?
expectantly up the hill, waiting for, for arrows to rain.
Yeah, well, as soon as I see the fire, well, I wait for the goblins to react to the fire.
Well, they are reacting.
There,
but-
I will open
Up,
fire on the
weapons
first one I
online.
see.
Yeah, let's...
Yeah, the first one you
Surprise
see
round for
is
these
the
guys.
one down here. Surprise round, so you have advantage on your attack rolls.
Oh, what's the command for rolling 2d20 keep high?
K1. K1.
K1.
Plus 5, yeah. 20.
20, that's a hit, and 17 is a hit as well, so feel free to roll for
But
damage.
that was 1d20 K1. Do your second one, you might roll a 20.
You might
Shouldn't it
roll
roll-
crit, yeah.
Shouldn't it roll both of them?
Yeah, but you only
No,
rolled
2d20.
1d20. You didn't.
Oh, 2d20 keep one. I suck. That's lower. That's
Yeah,
fine.
17. So you guys can feel free to roll your damage. Sorry about
I
that.
I do 1 damage, and the goblin I hit is not slowed, but he has 10 less feet of movement.
Yeah, okay, so he only has
What did you hit him with?
just a
Ray of
less
Frost.
amount.
Yeah, he has 10 less feet
Interesting.
of movement.
I hit someone for
Have
9.
high intelligence?
I figured in an all-ranged party, slowing things down would be good.
Yeah. Justin, do you not have... Is your intelligence, like, 10?
It's 14.
Don't you get... That should give you plus 2
Yeah.
to hit, doesn't it?
Yeah, I should have plus 4, but I just didn't.
Okay, so that was a 19. That was that. Okay, I was just...
It was a 21, because I get proficiency bonus too.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, just fastly rolling the HP of our set goblins over here.
Neil, what is your character's dex?
17.
Oh, wow.
Yup.
So you're going to be a lot more effective than Justin and I. I was going to say we've got a balanced party, but... No, OP Ranger.
So,
If I
you
had one more
guys-
point of end,
One more.
Yeah.
If I had one more
which-
point of
but,
dex.
Which one do you hit? Which one do you hit? You'll be hitting that.
I hit the
before.
guy that's closest to me.
Okay, so you hit that guy for what, 9
9.
points of damage. So yeah, you just hit that guy, and the arrow sticks into his throat. Goblin blood just oozing down, and as he just falls to the ground dead. And the first goblin is down. A bigger, buffier goblin from the fire raises himself up and says, "Intruders!" And now is the time when you roll initiative.
Okay, that's
out of
just
curiosity,
a
where's the
dex roll,
goblin
right?
that I shot?
I was saying that you were shooting the other one just so that you didn't shoot the same one that died. So like the one here.
Okay.
Because that would be more in a proper line of sight for you than the other ones that are actually on the fire.
Guys, we gotta talk about these initiative rolls.
Yeah. These are subpar.
Oh god. Yeah. That's bad. Well, they will roll one as well, so... But they actually have bonuses to that. So, let's see. Martha, you're first, actually. Go.
What?
You are first. The older one. on the initiative.
I will hit a different goblin to try and slow it down too.
Nice.
21, that's a hit. See,
3
you
damage.
try and hit this goblin over here as well, and you do manage to hit him and do 3 damage to him. He isn't looking that good. It's now Felon's turn.
Well, no one's moved. I've seen Ray of Frost hit 2 people. I'm going to try and target someone that has not been hit by Ray of Frost.
Well, the only one that you can actually see is here.
Perfect. 18.
18, hit.
5 damage.
5 points of damage. You try and kill that one as well, but he seems to be barely clinging still on to life.
Okay.
So now it is the goblin's turn. All of the goblins are kind of defensive at you, charging. The 2 ones over here, actually, the big one and his sidekick, are moving towards our friend Erasmus Gale. And this one over here makes it, but the other one just kind of like, he's almost barely there. So it's like, it's a bit out of his movement, and then he uses another movement to get in front of you. These ones over here just position themselves behind the tent, and they start throwing arrows at your side.
Throwing arrows?
Not
Throwing
shooting.
out.
Throwing.
Yeah, shooting arrows. Yes,
No.
that's,
Throw the arrows!
No, let's say they threw
those
the
are not
arrows.
effective. Throw them. Yes, they're shooting arrows at you. They're shooting arrows at you. Let's see. We'll get 1 attack on Erasmus. Erasmus, we have a
It's a hit.
this year 20 against your AC.
Yeah, that's a hit. Roll for damage.
8
Now,
points
I
of
have
damage.
something to say about this.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
You do?
What,
Come
how
on.
much damage do I take?
8.
8? Never mind.
8.
I have nothing to. Oh, okay. I immediately fall to 0. However, as I'm falling, I shout, "How dare you!" And the goblin must roll a dexterity saving throw. DC.
Both of them or the one that hit you?
What's my DC?
Why does he have to roll a saving throw?
He has a reaction.
Hellish rebuke.
Oh.
Interesting.
I reiterate,
Again,
how dare you?
both
What is
of
my
them?
what is my spellcasting? I think it's 12, but I'm trying to find it.
It should
on
be
the
Dex
character
plus 2. Like, so, well, your Dex plus 2 plus 8.
sheet. My charisma.
Oh, is it your charisma?
Ryan,
Plus my level.
both
Yeah,
of them
it's
are
12.
only the one that
It's only
attacked you.
one. It's only the one that dealt damage.
Okay, good. Okay, what happens if he fails?
He takes 2d10 fire damage.
Whoa. Go.
So
Ew,
he's gonna
5.
die. Ah.
Yeah, you just like cinch the small guy that was with his boss, and he kind of starts screaming "Ah!" as
Okay.
he burns to a crisp.
But I fall unconscious.
You fall unconscious.
This is going well.
This is going well. Yeah. Next in line was Erasmus, so you need to do me a death save. But oh, wait, we forgot the arrow attacks. So let's see. We have a 21 against AC on Farron.
That's a hit. Only 2 goblins can hit at us, though, right?
Yeah,
I know there's
yeah,
3
there's
of them
one.
back there, but this guy can't hit us because the camp is in the way.
Yeah,
right?
the other guy was actually trying to hit Erasmus, but
Cool.
he already went down. So you take 3 points of damage, Farron. And the other shot just widely misses. Widely misses. So Erasmus, you feel free to give me that death save.
Oh,
Oh shit!
that's 2 fails.
Oh
Am I
shit!
making a
2
new character
fails,
this session.
Is
Possibly.
that gonna happen?
Maybe.
Whoa.
You don't have any healing potions or anything yet.
Not yet. Get me some money.
Give me
We
some
can make some.
Feed me some money, I'll gain health. Okay, good. So next in line is Marfer.
How many goblins are left?
About 4 goblins. There's this big buffy one here, one that's very wounded, the one that shot Farron, and 2 others that are unharmed. Actually, one was harmed for 1 HP.
Where's the stupid half elf?
Being a coward,
Stupid half.
running away.
He just went up the hill.
Okay, so I cast sleep in the middle of the camp.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Brian, are you at 0 or are
Yes.
you at negative?
I'm at 0. So am I stable?
There's no negative.
There's,
Oh,
yeah,
no,
If
there's-
you're
I'm
stable,
reduced
yeah,
to 0 is
because
the
you're
same as getting
exactly at
now.
0.
I don't think
You don't get minus.
you have to. I think you have to go negative in order to actually roll
Did I
devastating.
not
I
actually
think, you
gonna
just,
need that?
I think you just fall unconscious.
I'll
if
double
you-
check it. But maybe you guys are.
Anyway, so
Yeah.
in
Yes, and 23, all of them fall asleep. This is maybe the most OP spell that you can get at this
They
level.
wake up if you hit them.
in ascending
Yeah.
order of HP, they all go to sleep.
They all go to sleep. The goblins.
Why did
23
we
HP
start
is
with
very
that?
Yeah, seriously, that was fantastic.
I didn't
Yes, this spell is amazing. When I was doing another campaign, if this happened, and they just wiped through.
Well, we had
Everything.
the element of surprise. I figured it would be worth saving until we were like actually in a bad spot.
Oh, at level 1, it can get bad pretty quick.
But only these 3 actually over here fall asleep. The other
So the-
one,
The big guy's alive
It-
or awake.
yeah, the big guy is alive. The big guy is alive because there's not enough HP to make him fall asleep as well.
If you're at
Really?
0 HP, you roll death saving throws.
Okay.
They only
Yeah.
have like 6 HP each, and that guy's already down to like what 1. So
They have
that's
It's
2d6
D6.
HP.
oh, is it
2d6.
2d?
Yeah,
Yeah,
so they
2d6
should have, well,
and
they should have 7
I rolled
each.
down.
But it's
So-
and it's current HP. So the guy who's injured only counts for like 2.
Yep.
So
Just
that's
If
16.
it's not
7
enough,
left.
if it's
I guess
not enough
that's fine.
by 1. No, if it's not enough by 1, he doesn't fall asleep. Like say that they have a
Retcon.
total of
I have an argument to make.
Sure.
As I kill
Go.
him, I gained temporary HP. If all of those actions go at the same time,
Oh, you're alive.
my
Yes,
reaction
yes.
goes. Yeah,
yes,
I'm
your
up.
reaction
allowed.
actually goes before.
Your
reaction
reaction goes
goes
before the
before.
attack.
I mean,
Not before the attack, after you take the damage.
it's a reaction
that's
to
reaction.
taking damage. Oh no.
If you gain
No, maybe-
temporary... I'm surprised that he even lets you take the reaction because you're unconscious at 0. But if you
I
gain
think
temporary
it's-
HP, that shouldn't matter. Like, that wouldn't
Well-
keep you awake, would it? Maybe it would. Temporary HP has always kind of confused me. It doesn't really make any sense.
What's the wording of the reaction?
Yeah, I think that would be best to know.
Maybe I couldn't even. One reaction which you take in response to being damaged by a creature within 60 feet of you that you can see. So maybe
Well, I
could-
don't see why you couldn't do the reaction as, but still you took damage and feel unconscious.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look up Ryan's.
But maybe I didn't
spell.
even make the reaction.
Hmm.
I mean, it's.
I think I'm gonna allow
At
the
this point, I
reaction,
think it's vague
but
enough.
I'm gonna say
Let's just
that
say
the temporary HP doesn't go in. Yeah. So you're still down. Let's
Yeah.
see about next in line. There's only this guy left alive. Farron, it's your turn. Alive. Well,
Okay,
awake.
Soon.
I will target the guy that's next to Theron. And attack.
Okay, do it.
Ooh, 11.
11. That's not a hit.
Okay, I
No,
will
that's
take
good.
my move and move as close to Theron as possible.
So you move 30 feet down the hill. You're about 20 feet from him.
Okay,
Close
so
to
I'm gonna just
Theron?
go here.
You're Theron.
I'm Theron.
Farron.
Close to
yep.
me.
Close to you. Whatever.
What is this scale? So is this. That's like.
No,
Not
no,
to scale,
it's not
that's
to
like-
scale.
There's
Not
third
to
scale
scale.
here.
Up the hill. Okay.
Not to scale. It's scale is here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So next in line we have the goblins, which is the only one left. You broke your cover by attacking, so he will be moving and attack you, Farron. He swings his mighty scimitar at you for a 7 against AC.
That is not gonna hit.
Not a hit, but now we see if we have our first character. If not, Erasmus, death save.
My turn again?
Yeah, it's your turn again. After the goblins, you're.
Oh,
you're
yeah, I
next.
guess just into the sleep. Okay, so 50% chance of character death.
Yeah.
Goodbye, guys.
And
All right, see you later, Ryan.
Well, There's
So,
that. I'll start
is he
rolling
wearing-
a-
It's,
Is
this
the
is
big guy
how,
wearing armor?
This is how this goes. The big guy is wearing armor. Yes, he is wearing the hide armor.
Is it? I said not metal armor.
No, leather armor, and he actually has a shield as well.
Oh, okay.
Those are
So-
terrible stats, Ryan.
They really are.
A 4 with your best roll being a
Uh-huh.
13.
Yep.
I would re-roll the shit out of those.
Excuse
But
me
it's
while
your
I
character.
Yeah, you can reroll if you want to.
So I walk up to him and
Okay.
do shocking grasp. Let's see. Keep 1 + 4.
This is how fifth combat goes. Like the first few levels are very harsh, and
That's
if you
how
make
every
it,
D&D goes.
It's cushier than
No.
past editions have been.
8
Well,
damage.
aside from
Nice.
aside from a goblin that can do 8 damage. Oh, this is like a bugbear. Yeah.
yeah,
And
you
it's-
just and he starts doing this, but he does not fall down. He is
Okay.
still alive.
And he cannot take reactions till the end of his next turn.
Yeah, you are just next to him. Now, Felon, you are up again.
Okay. Can
By
I?
the way,
I
the
cannot tell
amount of
that.
time- 1 second. The amount of time of your sleep, it is 1 minute, I think.
Yeah, it's a minute.
Okay,
So
good.
it's 6 seconds at best.
It's been 2 rounds. Yeah.
Can I tell that Martor is dead from where I'm
You were
standing?
just, you were
Is-
just missing all of your character names.
Give me a perception check, not Martha,
Damn it.
Erasmus.
Erasmus.
Doesn't matter. My name doesn't
But
matter
yeah,
anymore.
Yeah, do me a
No,
perception check.
you will be remembered. Your name will always matter.
I don't. 20 plus 4? 23.
Yeah, you see his face pale. He isn't bleeding anymore. Blood. There's a pool of blood surrounding him.
I drop my bow, pull out my short swords, and attack this man in front of me.
Do it.
Well, man, creature in front of me. 21 with one
Hit.
hand and 14 with the other hand.
You miss with the other one. This should take him down unless you roll
8.
1. Yeah. Yeah, you just stab him in the heart in retribution of your dead friend. And he goes down. Now, I would like Martha to give me a perception check.
What is my perception? So I have. I'm trained in perception. I have to look at my character sheet.
If you train the perception, you gain your proficiency bonus to it.
Yeah, it's on my sheet. I'm just gonna look. Apparently, I'm not trained, so it's actually -1. I thought I was trained for my background, though. I'll have to look that up.
17. You just hear this fast enough to not be hit in surprise as a hammer, very shiny hammer, just swats by your side and thumps on the ground. And behind you is a medium, very hairy creature with like fur all over his body and like bits of armor and this hammer in hand.
Okay, that's weird.
Where is this creature?
Just behind Martha.
Just behind Marfa?
Yeah, I'll put it up. 1 sec. Right here.
How tall is he?
He is a medium creature. So, but he's
But
just a bit,
how tall
just
is
at
he?
the edge. Just at the edge. So like 5'5".
Okay. And the goblins are how tall?
The goblins are a small creature. I think they're 3 feet, 3 to 4 feet. I think that's a small increment.
Okay.
Okay. Next in line after this horribleness is Martha.
Okay, so we're at 3 rounds, so we have another 7 before
Yeah.
the goblins wake up. Is this guy wearing armor?
This guy is wearing hide armor, yes, and a shield as well.
Not metal armor?
Not metal armor.
The shield is metal, though, right?
No, shield is wooden.
Oh, okay.
Though I think that the Shocking Grasping only works if it's actually metal armor, not a shield, even if the
Yeah.
shield was.
I was gonna make an argument, but this is the shield. It's fine. Does 12 hit?
12 does not hit the bugbear.
Alright. I'm done, I guess.
Thurin, yeah.
Well, Ryan's dead, so I will back up and assist my friend.
Where's
You
the
back up and try and assist your friend do it.
The what?
Where's the half elf? He should be helping us.
Half elf is a little bitch.
I mean, he's a half elf. That goes without saying. But
Yeah.
still.
14, does that hit?
14 does not hit.
Okay.
Didn't hit before, it doesn't hit now.
Well, I was attacking a different person with different stats before.
No, Farron did the same attack.
Oh.
I mean, now after you, Farron, this bugbear growls at you, says, "You pay for killing my goblins. Die, elf!" And he swings mightily at you, Farron, for a 16 against AC.
That's a hit.
That's a hit.
TPK.
PK, maybe. Maybe. Who knows? Oh, come on. Only. You take 4 points of damage.
He's not a bugbear then.
No, it is a bugbear, but.
Really low.
Bugbears
what-
deal
what
double
happened.
damage. You'd have to have rolled really poorly.
Yeah. Like
You have
triple.
to have rolled like double ones. That's what should have happened, but who knows? Anyway, next in line is are the goblins. So that's another turn up. There's a 4 rounds. They've been asleep.
Yeah, we need
And
6.
Martha, are you gonna save this? Are you gonna save the situation and your friends?
I know.
Well, your
I'm-
friend.
21?
21 is a hit.
6 damage.
You do 6 damage to this very, very ugly bugbear,
Man,
but he doesn't
not
go
having
down.
not having stats to damage sucks. That's
yes,
my turn.
yes, it is.
Also, he
It's
can't take
your turn?
reactions. I don't know if he has any reactions, but he still can't take them.
Farron, go.
Alright, d20 plus 5 and d20 plus 5. 25, natural
That's a
20.
critical hit. That's a critical hit.
6.
By the way, have you guys glanced at the critical hit table I sent you?
Yeah. I glanced at it.
And?
I was
You gonna
not
use
super fond of it. I mean, if you're the DM, you do whatever you want, but I was not very fond of it.
No, it's something that I'd like all of us to be okay with. So we can talk about it after session. Okay, so just do normal thing, normal damage,
2d6.
double damage.
6 damage.
6 points of damage. The bugbear looks considerably weaker, but still on his feet. Let's see over here. An arrow punctures his chest coming from up the hill,
Finally.
but the bugbear still doesn't go down. And next in line is the bugbear itself, and he's going to try and strike at Farron again. 14 against AC. Farron?
No, 16.
Nope. Doesn't hit. He misses you, and you have another chance to kill him. Martha, you're first. And that is 5 turns they've been asleep.
My Warhammer actually does more damage. I just realized this.
Yeah, dwarven weapons are normally exotic weapons, but you have proficiency with it because you are a dwarf. And they do more damage than your normal weapon.
See, I have 1 less accuracy with it, though. It's probably worth it.
Yeah.
16? Hit?
Yeah.
It's an exact hit.
You don't have to rub it in. 10 damage.
I don't do that. Yeah, well, you just hit him and he tries to block the hit with his shield, but you smash through his block and just he crumples to the ground at the force of your dwarvish strength.
Perfect. Because we are 1 hour in and everyone else is asleep, so this is actually a pretty good break point, if you don't mind, Chucky.
Yeah, no, that's great. Everybody else is asleep. Go to sleep chat and wake up in 5 minutes.
We'll see how Ryan's character's coming when we come back. See you guys
Yeah,
then.
Yeah.
making it as quick as I
See you guys then.
can.